Hello everyone, this is Kay from Essential Korean. 안녕하세요, Essential Korean K쌤입니다. I'm recording this episode in the first week of the new year, 2022. So I'll open our lesson with this greeting. 새해 복 많이 받으세요. 새해 means new year. 복 means fortune. 많이 means a lot. 받으세요 means please receive. 새해 복 많이 받으세요 is the ritual expression exchanged among people at the beginning of a new year. As you might have guessed, it corresponds to the English expression Happy New Year. Let's practice together. Repeat after me to say Happy New Year in Korean. 새해 복 많이 받으세요. 새해 복 많이 받으세요. 새해 복 많이 받으세요. 새해 복 많이 받으세요. Great! It's now time to get to the main lesson. Are you ready? Let's get to work. We'll continue with the particle 에, and as the second part of this three-part series, look at how it can be used to signal a destination. For just a little bit of review, remember that in the last episode, we explained how the particle 에 following a place could be used with 있어요 or 없어요 to indicate whether an object is present or absent. We used the examples of saying the cell phone is in the car, 핸드폰 차에 있어요, and the cell phone is not in the car, 핸드폰 차에 없어요, among others. The usage we'll learn today is that the particle 에 can follow a destination and be paired with the verbs 가다, to go, and 오다, to come, and any other 가다 or the compound verbs like 들어가다, to go in, 들어오다, to come in, 올라가다, to go up, 올라오다, to come up, 돌아가다, to go back, 돌아오다, to come back. So one thing to remember here is that after the 에 particle, you can have 가다, 오다, or a 가다 or the compound verb. Let's put ourselves into some example scenario using 에 in combination with 가다 and 오다. Imagine we are discussing New Year's Day and I ask you where you are going on 설날, which is the term for New Year's Day in Korean. 설날, New Year's Day, is pronounced 설날. 설날 어디에 가요? 설날, New Year's Day, 어디, where, followed by the particle 에, 가요, go. 설날 어디에 가요? Where are you going on the New Year's Day? Repeat after me. 설날 어디에 가요? 설날 어디에 가요? 설날 어디에 가요? If you are going to your parents' house, you would respond, 부모님 댁에 가요. 부모님, parents, 댁, the honorific of 집, which means house, followed by the particle 에 and 가요, go. Please repeat after me and say, I'm going to my parents' home. 부모님 댁에 가요. 부모님 댁에 가요. 부모님 댁에 가요. 부모님 댁에 가요. Now, if you are going to your grandfather and grandmother's house, you would say 할아버지, 할머니 댁에 가요. 할아버지, grandfather, 할머니, grandmother, 댁, the honorific for house in Korean, followed by the particle 에 and 가요, go. This is great. We are learning a few kinship terms in the spirit of the holiday season to celebrate with our family and loved ones. Please repeat after me to say, I'm going to grandfather and grandmother's home. 할아버지, 할머니, 댁에 가요. 할아버지, 할머니, 댁에 가요. 할아버지, 할머니 댁에 가요. If you're going to your friend's house, you would say 친구 집에 가요. 친구, friends, 집, house or home, followed by the destination particle 에 and 가요, go. Repeat after me to say, I'm going to my friend's house on the New Year's Day. 설날, 친구, 집에 가요. 설날, 친구 집에 가요. 설날, 친구 집에 가요. Some of you might have plans to come to Korea someday. If I wanted to ask you when you are coming to Korea, I would ask, 언제 한국에 와요? 언제, when, 한국, Korea, followed by the destination particle 에, 와요, come. 언제 한국에 와요? Repeat after me. 언제 한국에 와요? 언제 한국에 와요? 언제 한국에 와요? Let's take this a step further. Remember that the particle 에 can be followed by an additional particle, such as particles like 는, 도, and 만 we've previously covered. Let me give you a few more examples where this time 에 combined with an additional particle follows a place to which someone is going or coming. Let's imagine that you've told me you are coming to Korea this summer. Yay! If I'm curious as to whether or not you are going to any other East Asian countries like China and Japan, what would I say? One hint, we're going to be attaching the additive particle after 에. Yes, I would say, 중국에도 가요? Are you going to China too? 중국, China, followed by 에, and then the additive particle 도. 중국에도, meaning also to China, and 가요, go. 중국에도 가요? Are you going to China too? If you had trouble coming up with that, try making the scenario without the additive particle first. That would just be, are you going to China? Which is just 중국에 가요? If the context entails that China is an additional country you may be going to, then you can add 도 after 중국에 to get 중국에도 가요? Are you going to China too? To reply, if you are going to China after visiting Korea, what would you say? That's right. 네, 중국에도 가요. Yes, I'm going to China too. 네, yes, 중국, China, followed by the particles 에 and 도. 가요, go. Please repeat after me to indicate you're going to China too. 네, 중국에 도 가요. 네, 중국에도 가요. 네, 중국에도 가요. Nice. So you'll be visiting Korea and China. Now I'm curious about whether you're also going to Japan. So I ask you this. 일본에도 가요? Are you going to Japan too? 일본, Japan. 에도, also to. 가요, go. 일본에도 가요? Are you going to Japan too? If you are also going to Japan, how would you answer my question? Correct if you said, 네, 일본에도 가요. Yes, I'm going to Japan too. But what if you're not going to Japan? You're going to Korea, but don't have time to make it to Japan on this trip. How would you say, I am not going to Japan, suggesting that there's a country you're going, in this case Korea, but not Japan this time? Yes, this is a perfect place to use the contrastive particle 은는. To the question, 일본에도 가요? Are you also going to Japan? You would say, 아니요, 일본에는 안 가요. 아니요, no. 일본, Japan, followed by the particle 에, combined with 는, which suggests the contrast with 한국, Korea, to which you are going, and 안, not, 가요, go. 아니요, 일본에는 안 가요. No, I'm not going to Japan, on the contrary. Please repeat after me to say, I am not going to Japan, while subtly indicating there's a country to which you are going with the particle combo 에는. 아니요, 일본, 에는 안 가요. 아니요, 일본, 에는 안 가요. 아니요, 일본에는 안 가요. And to this, 아니요, 일본에는 안 가요, you can add 한국에만 가요. 한국, Korea, followed by the destination particle 에 and 만, 에만, only to. And 가요, go. Thus, 한국에만 가요, I'm going only to Korea. Please repeat after me to say, I'm going only to Korea using the particle combo 에만. 한국, 에만 가요. 한국, 에만 가요. 한국에만 가요. Let's go one step further. How would you say, I'm only going to Korea and China? You did great if you answered, 한국하고 중국에만 가요. Not 한국에 하고 중국에만 가요. Not 한국에만 하고 중국에만 가요. You would simply connect places with the noun connector 하고 and then add the particle combo 에만 only after the last destination. If you need a review on how to connect a string of nouns and where to place particle or particles, please listen to episode 25. Now, utilizing this basic sentence structure, you can create a meaningful conversation in Korean. Please listen. 한국에 가요? Are you going to Korea? 네, 한국에 가요. Yes, I'm going to Korea. 중국에도 가요? Are you going to China too? 네, 중국에도 가요. Yes, I'm going to China as well. 아, 그래요? 일본에도 가요? Ah, really? Are you going to Japan too? 아니요, 일본에는 안 가요. 한국하고 중국에만 가요. No, I'm not going to Japan. I'm only going to Korea and China. Listen to the conversation again, this time without the English. I think you can understand the sentences in the dialogue. You should therefore try to be one step ahead and play the role of the second speaker and check your sentences with what you hear. Here comes the conversation. 한국에 가요? 네, 한국에 가요. 중국에도 가요? 네, 중국에도 가요. 아, 그래요? 일본에도 가요? 아니요, 일본에는 안 가요. 한국하고 중국에만 가요. How was it? Were you able to follow the dialogue and maybe play the role of the second speaker? I hope you did. But even if you didn't this time, you can always come back to this episode and listen to it again. Then try the role of the second speaker. Okay, that's it for today's episode. Before I conclude today's episode though, I want to let you know that you can now find the EK event calendar on our website, essentialkorean.com. Please check it out and see if any of the events for this month interest you. Hopefully, I'll see some of you there. Great job everyone with today's lesson. I look forward to connecting with you soon again and wish you a happy new year. 새해 복 많이 받으세요.